Hi, Internet. How the hell are you? I'm Taylor. I just did something amazing with my hair. Look at that. It's June 28th, 2023. Whatever. How the hell's it the end of June already? I need a life. That's a video for another day. Anyways, this is Cranky Comic Book Review Show, worst to best. It was a slow week. It's going to be a short video, so buckle up, kids. Let's do this, huh? All right. So this is not none of the books this week are bad. There are actually some pretty good ones. It's just there's only four of them to choose from. So, in particular order, I guess, because I have to make an order. Local Man number 5. This is Tim C. Lee, 20 Fleeks. It says, what if a wildcat-y, imagey, person-y, thingy, superhero-y, that's kind of like Hawkeye existed in the quote-unquote real-ish world, except for, you find out it's not the real world. There's other heroes. It's just kind of like, let's take the 90s image and make it modern-y and gritty and whatever. It's not bad. This wraps up, I believe, the first arc, and it says to be continued at the end, so there's probably more coming. And it's decent. It's, look, you got a flippy book. You get the book here, you get the book here, you get the book here, you get the book here. So what happens in the past, what happens in the quote-unquote present. And Crossjack, this character is framed for murder and trying to figure out shit. And that's this. And this does wrap up the first arc. It's just kind of a out of the middle of sort of nowhere ending of this arc. It kind of like didn't seem really well set up as far as what happened in this issue. And like I also probably go back and reread it. And if I get the energy to, who knows? I probably actually won't. Yeah, there probably were a few seeds planted, but I just didn't catch them. And it just made for kind of like, yeah, all right, that's the end of the arc. Instead of that's the end of the arc. It was great. And while I do think it was good, I don't think it was amazing. I think there was enough setup here for me to want to keep maybe going, but I might just wait for trades at this point. I don't feel the need to buy everything monthly anymore. I'm getting old and cranky. I know it's the name of the review show, but I'm really I don't know. Monthly books are kind of just wearing me the fuck out. So it is what it is. Speaking of monthly books wearing me anyways, it's Detective Comics 11,000. What issue is this? 1073. This is Rom V with other people. I like the cover. That's what I can't remember who they did the cover because I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then you have Ivan Rice and other people on the inside, and this is sort of Ivan Rice and Gordon Suzuka. Who the hell's the cover? Oh, Evan Cagle's the color. So yeah, cover. Oh Lord, I'm a rookie today. Decent. This is like the breaking down of Batman and the tearing down, and every writer does it. Like you just have to take Batman and beat the ever-loving piss out of him, and then get him to his lowest, and that's this issue. It's a trope at this point, really. Romney's doing a good job. He's tying this into his Vigil book a little bit, and he's good at it, and he's got a new cast of characters that all tie into kind of Ra's al Ghul and stuff, and it's interesting enough. It's just kind of like when you, I think you're 1,000 issues in, right, and you're 1,000 issues into Batman, and then that's not counting the 8 billion side things and the Grant Morrisons, the Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Millers, it's what you do. You have to break down a hero to build him back up, and this is the breaking down of the hero part. I'm sure he'll get built back up. It's interesting. I do think that some of the art is better than the others, so like the sort of hallucinogenic parts of this book, not to spoil a whole lot, but like the one I saw, I think it's not Ivan Rice. That one I like better. I can't remember the name. And yeah, I'm enjoying the story well enough. It's just kind of it is what it is. Like when you start to see all these patterns, you realize okay, we're 1,000 issues in. They're there's going to be these cycles, and I've not read all 1,000 issues. I don't need to, but there's cycles. I kind of do miss the '60s goofy Batman at some point, because it was fun. This Batman is not a fun person to be around, and it's good. It's fine. All right. Next we have. This is the witty shit you come here for. The amazing, in-depth. It's been one of those weeks. We have crappy air quality out. I'm tired. I'm trying to find a new apartment, new job, new everything else. So it is what it is. And I'm a little distracted. And I only read 4 books this week, so there's a good escape. But Whatever. Red Room, Crypto Killaz number 2. This is Ed Piskor. This is the final arc of the Crypto Killaz. And I think Denny's going to go on to do a daily strip. I mean, I kind of like Ed Piskor because he just keeps experimenting with the medium and like messing around with it. He did WYSIWYG, which I've not read, but Hip Hop Family Tree, which is great. And then along the same veins, X-Men Grand Design, which is the history of the X-Men. And this is his take on the dark web for fun and profit. And this is the sort of where it all comes crashing down. Here you've got some commentary on NFTs and cryptocurrency and following fads and trends. And then he's also got some not-so-subtle commentary about internet communities and the toxic nature of that. It's an entertaining enough one. It's not going to change the world. It's solid. I mean, if you've liked Ed Piskor's stuff up until now, you're going to like this. And this is gross. There are some images in here that are just disgusting and really do tie into, like, pre-code horror stuff. Like, he's really getting visceral with his imagery, and this might be the most disturbing visual issue of this book yet, and that's saying something, because the Red Room has been notoriously gruesome, and this is a gruesome book, and with a gruesome story, and a fairly gruesome ending, not to spoil it all. And then you've got the Gore Gallery in the back, which is fan art stuff, so happy, cheerful. Yeah, I like this. It's not for everybody. It's not like it's got sweary words. It's got big boy and big girl and big however you identify ideas, and it's just kind of nasty. So if you want like nasty horror stuff, pick this up or get it collected in trade or whatever. And yeah, it's good. And then we have the newest thing from Ed. Not who is this? Not a pistol. Jesus, that James Tynion. It's Dark Horse. While everyone else is reading World Tree, this is the newest one that came out. Tynan's just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Not really. He's just throwing out a bunch of books right now. And I missed out on World Tree which also came out this week. I know. But I only have issue number 1. And the store didn't have issue number 3, and they don't have issue number 2. So I'm going to have to go hunt it down, or I might just wait for a trade paperback and take my own advice. Because I had the second printing of issue number 1. It was enjoyable. And I'll follow it up. This is Christopher Chaos. A teenager who's an outcast, because that's what Tynion likes to write about, is these outcasty kind of people, and doesn't fit in, and has these sort of powers of invention and seeing patterns and stuff, and I don't know, kind of beautiful mind kind of idea with the, I don't know, it's hard to sort of explain the power set, because I don't think that Christopher Chaos really does. He causes chaos, because nothing he does really turns out correctly. And he's got a crush on another boy at school, and that doesn't, I don't want to say spoil how that goes, but like, yeah, this is told from the point of view of Chris. So it's like first person, or not first person. It's just narrated by by Chris Chaos. And you sort of see his day-to-day life through his eyes and his troubles and trauma and tribulations. And it's interesting. And then it's an interesting spin on like a superhero-ish take and mixed with horror-ish. The art is... okay, it doesn't really necessarily fit the story all that well. It's Bromble, who is it? Tate Bromble. It's Tate Bromble doing the script. Okay, so based on an idea by James Tynion, scripted by Tate Bromble. So I didn't even do my research. So Tate Bromble did the actual heavy lifting on this. And yeah, the art is Isaac Goodhart. So this is a Tate Bromble book, even though they put Tynion first, because it'll sell more things. See, and I should research this shit, but I didn't. Actually, so this is a really solid Tate Bromble book with illustrations by who the hell did I just say? Isaac Goodhart, and yeah, it's good. It's not amazing, but it's solid, and it's a solid first issue. If you want like an easy jumping off point for a new character that's kind of relatable, kind of sad, kind of lonely, kind of Marvel superheroes in the '60s, you could do worse than this. And then yeah, it's a little bit horror, a little bit rock and roll. Not really. There's no really rock and roll in this. It does kind of have like this sort of like Archie flavor to the art. Archie, like with the stylings of, I don't know, 80s manga? Not sure. Fashion sense, not style. I'm going to give up. Words are hard. I'm calling this week a failure on my part, not on your part. Your people are lovely. You're amazing. And this is not going to be one of my better reviews. I'm going to live with it. And I'm going to go get offline now and go do offline-y things and just live in the smoky, billowy goodness that is the world on fire. So, all right. Don't be a dick. I'll talk to you later. See ya.